Good morning, Dr. Hickey, Mr. Gallagher, Mr. Patterson, Mrs. Darabertis, faculty, staff, and fellow students. As you've heard from my fellow ninth graders, inspiration is a word that means different things to different people. Whether it is an event that made a lasting impact or a person who pushed you to improve, inspiration shapes who you will become. To me, it is a mix of both. There are events and people that inspire me to be a better version of myself every day. So I want to share with you an Upland tradition that has taught me about leadership and the people who have helped me to understand the importance of role models, because whether it is during athletics, the school day, or outside of school, these are what have helped me to become the person I am today. The B bucket is a recent tradition at Upland, one you may not even know about. It is the boys' varsity lacrosse team's player of the game hat, or a way of recognizing excellence within the team. Throughout the season, it is awarded to the player who shows the most determination, skill, attitude, and work ethic, whether the team wins or loses. This tradition was started by Connor Morris in 2024 during his ninth grade year at Upland. Connor was our captain for both the varsity ice hockey team and the varsity lacrosse team, and being the captain for two teams was perfectly suited to him. He was a strong athlete, a kind person, a great leader, and a kid to look up to. He introduced the B bucket to us after a win and established that this bright yellow bucket hat with bumblebees all over it would be our player of the game hat, our B bucket. Throughout the season, the hat was passed to the most notable player and was kept by them until the time came to hand it out again in the next game. The hat traveled from game to game, from athlete to athlete, until the end of the season. At the spring assembly, the B bucket was finally awarded to a rising 8th grader who showed these leadership qualities throughout the whole season. It is now their privilege and responsibility to keep the tradition going. That year, the person Connor chose to keep the tradition going was Oliver Sheff. The B bucket is all about giving credit to the person who showed the best qualities after a game or season, and Connor saw these qualities in Oliver. Oliver was a role model for younger kids just like Connor was. He was a great student, an impressive athlete, and a kid who could overcome challenges and bring out the best in others when he led by example. He was a leader who had made mistakes and learned from them, inspiring others to do the same. Oliver also ended up being the captain of both varsity teams, and I looked up to him both seasons. His similarities to Connor and his strength as a leader made it clear why Connor had chosen him to keep the tradition alive. That hockey season was very tough for me because I was struggling with feeling confident in myself, and days on the ice weren't always fun. But having someone like Oliver to look up to and push me to keep going helped me believe in my ability to perform and made school, social life, and athletics that much better. At the end of season spring sports assembly last year, I remember standing up here, listening to Oliver describe the importance of the B bucket. I was thinking, how cool would it be if he called my name up and chose to pass down this fun tradition? To me, that was just a thought. I was good, but I also wasn't very confident that people saw me as a leader or someone who deserved to continue a tradition like this. But I wanted it. As soon as Oliver was done with his speech and called my name, awarding me the B bucket, my brain hitched. I felt surprised at first, but quickly recovered and realized I had just been recognized for being a leader, a hard worker, and a role model. I got the opportunity from Oliver to continue to the tradition of the B bucket, and that was awesome for me. It made me feel like an important part of not only the lacrosse team, but also an important part of Upland. I felt seen and respected. Even though the B bucket may not seem like a super grand or notable accomplishment, a hat handed from a 9th grader to an 8th grader, this experience was very important to me. Getting recognized like that has inspired me to try and be my best what Connor, Oliver, and the B bucket itself embodied. Both of them were amazing student athletes, leaders, and role models for people inside and outside of school, and because they saw similar, worthy traits in me, I want to try to be what they were, by being there for others, working hard, taking school and athletics seriously, and being a good person inside and outside of school. I hope to inspire others to do the same. Whether it is checking up on a friend, challenging a teammate in a 1v1 ground ball drill so that we can push each other to succeed and improve, or taking time to work with my grandma on math that I was struggling with. I want to live up to what they saw in me. Connor and Oliver were both huge inspirations to me during their time at Upland, but they aren't the only ones who push me and inspire me to be better. My family members are also inspirations who, through always being there for me while dealing with their own struggles, inspire me by showing me that it is important to keep your head up, stay confident, and work through your problems. My dad and mom have been my backbone and support my entire life, giving me what I need to succeed and providing me with meaningful experiences like enrolling me here in Upland and letting me start ice hockey in 5th grade. Despite being nearly perfect, our family has endured struggles, and the past year has not been super easy on any of us, especially when my parents got divorced. Not only was my dad going through his own emotional struggle, but he also hurt his back, and it was tough on him, but that did not stop him from driving me to hockey practices in school, continuing to show up as a great dad, and doing the work to try and get better for himself, me, and my brother. Even though he was hurting, he didn't let it break him. He kept showing up, and that is inspiring to me. This past year and summer were also not kind to my relationship with my mom. As I struggled with figuring myself out, my own uncertainties and lack of confidence, and my hurt over the divorce, I saw her as the cause. But instead of letting my negative feelings toward her get in the way of our relationship, she kept being an amazing mom, seeing the good in our situation, and kept my best interest in mind in the long run, despite not living in the same house anymore. And last but not least, through all my confidence problems and home issues, my brother has been by my side through it all, listening to me when I'm mad about anything and everything, and persevering through his own problems in school. He always keeps his head up and stays positive, even though he can be a little bit salty sometimes. All three of them inspire me to keep going and never doubt what I'm capable of, even in the hardest scenarios. Last year was hard for me, but the small lessons I learned and the acknowledgement I received from getting awarded that ridiculous, amazing hat let me know that my hard work and perseverance are paying off. Because of the challenges that I've faced, I believe that I've become a better leader, son, brother, student, and person this year, and I think I will only continue to grow as long as I keep facing challenges with confidence and effort. This year, I've watched my teammates and looked for similar traits, hopefully ones that I've inspired in them, so that at the end of the lacrosse season, I can pass along this fun and meaningful tradition of the B bucket to a new leader. Inspiration comes to everyone in different ways, but for me, I've learned that it's something very simple. People are affected by what you do. The way you act, the way you treat them, and what you do for them. It all affects us. The people around me changed me for life, and I hope that I, too, am inspiring others, because it is a big responsibility to have that potential. You should always know that you have the chance and the opportunity to affect the people around you. Take it seriously, try to find the good and the bad, and keep going with effort and consistency, and take small victories seriously by celebrating them and appreciate what you have achieved. Thank you.